God bless America.
This is America.
America. America.
America kicks the ass out of every other country.
The Alpha Men Podcast is presented by Garage Door Commander. Fueled by a hell of a lot of PBR. And produced by TJ Michaels Creative. Narrated by Jamie Dennis. Graphics by Sven. Dedicated to Hendrik the Viking Poulsen. 2023, all rights reserved.
seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engines running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
You ever notice how men are portrayed in movies and TV shows? Tired of seeing men portrayed as dopey Homer Simpson clones? Tired of the attack on men? Tired of the woke labeling everything as toxic agenda? Tired of the wussification of the American male? Well, then you're in the right place. Look, we love and respect women around here, but the truth is, we're wired differently than the female species. And if there can be a place where the chicks can get together on TV every day, like that awful program The View, we figured there should be a place where guys can be guys, and we're capable of creating an equally horrid program. So get ready. This is a celebration of man. Because after all, who built the Empire State Building? Who built a rocket and landed on the moon? Who created the very computer algorithm that allows you to find this show?
That was created by Ada Lovelace, a woman.
Okay, great. Credit where it's due. But I think we can all agree the algorithm sucks. Who created the automobile? The Egyptian pyramids? Who stormed the beaches of Normandy? We don't talk about feelings here. We will question the validity of your man card. We're not politically correct, and we'll stand up and fight back against a culture that's determined to transform us into a bunch of neutered pansies. This is your weekly dose of toxic masculinity, a show created by men for men. This is the Alpha Men Podcast. And now, two men who don't own a pair of skinny jeans between them, TJ Michaels and Jon Stacy.
Let's do it. Happy 245th birthday, America. I'm TJ Michaels, and joining me tonight is
Mr. Jon Stacy.
Comes to us from North Carolina. I'm in Barrie, Vermont, and we are about ready to get this flag-waving episode of the Alpha Men Podcast going tonight on this July 4th. Happy Independence Day, John.
You too, sir. Oh, why do you call you sir?
You know what? We would love you to like and subscribe. It helps out the algorithm that we both hate, but you know what? It does help the show. If you're going to do one thing to help us out tonight, all we ask is that you like and subscribe. And maybe also visit alphamenpodcast.com, where we do have the Alpha Men store. And in that store, there's all kinds of great swag and gear. And I understand you've been shopping.
Yes. I went to look for a shirt or a hoodie. I don't need a hoodie when it's 90, but hats. And I found a shirt, a couple shirts. Yeah. So I'll be wearing them. They asked for my size.
Really
nice. It said like tent. I'm like, what's tent?
I would have never figured they had 10X.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's a tent.
Oh, yeah, like Omar, the clothing by Omar the Tent Maker. Yeah, yes. No, I get it. Absolutely. AlphaMenPodcast.com is the website. And listen, we have a jam-packed show for you tonight. Our friends from the Ward Project are going to be with us tonight. And you know what? We have a lot of laughs coming your way and a lot of fun coming your way. But there are also times that we want to be serious, too, and we want to pass along information that's useful to men. And, well, on this July 4th, and women, that's correct. And on this July 4th, I couldn't think of a better patriotic cause than the Ward Project, and we're going to find out a lot more about it tonight. Kendra and Brian are going to be here with us, and we're going to talk about their son, Eric, and how the Ward Project helps vets. But I think we really need to kick this 4th of July show off in high gear. And do you remember when the WWE released that album? That was actually a music album they put in record shops.
I do. I used to play it all the time. I don't remember records. But I remember the tapes and CDs.
But I Am a Real American, the Hulkster theme. I think like the Junkyard Dog had a song on that album, and I don't know. There was. I bought the album. I did, I did, because back then it was, man, WrestleMania was huge.
Yes.
It was Hulk and Andre and Macho Man and the Iron Sheik and Junkyard Dog, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, and all those guys.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And all
in
those
any
guys.
case, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh,
2x4. Yeah, that was good times.
And then eventually Mankind would come along with Mick Foley. And, why don't we watch wrestling anymore? I start talking about it. Here's the deal. I haven't watched wrestling in decades. And I start talking about it, and I get excited. And then when it's on, I never bother to watch because I feel like, oh, God, you're 50 years old. You shouldn't be watching wrestling.
It's not the people we grew up with.
I don't know.
That's
true. It is.
It's great to see the iconic like Hulk Hogan, but you look at the guys now. I don't even know who's in it now. I know John Cena's still a big name. Like when the Undertaker retired, it was kind of like that was the last of my childhood wrestling.
Oh man, I remember Rowdy Piper and Piper's Pit.
Yeah,
and
Ric Flair,
Paul Bearer coming down to the ring with the Undertaker holding the urn, and he would go like this, and make a face like this, and he'd
look
go,
just like him.
Oh my Undertaker!
Oh, I'm so
Anyway.
keeping that clip.
That was when wrestling was good.
Favorite segment so far? Like, what do you call these things? Benchmarks. I'm excited to do these.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's so many
Manventions.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Manventions honors the great achievement and ideas that have come from the male species. And on this 4th of July, we thought, we would salute the many men behind one of the most important parts of your 4th of July holiday celebration. No, not the guy who created the case of beer. Oh. That's not it. Okay. No.
Whiskey?
The many men behind the modern day barbecue grill. Huh?
I like the grill.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Can I get an amen? Absolutely. There was George Stephan, Ellsworth Zoyer, Henry Ford, Melton Lancaster, William Wepfer, Bill Best, and of course the champ, George Foreman. All of these guys played a role in the creation of the modern day barbecue grill. And, what do you say we start at the beginning?
Who we got?
Who came up with the modern day barbecue grill? Well, that is credited to a guy named George Stephan. He's one of the forefathers of the grill. In 1952, our man had an idea by George. You see, George was a welder at Weber Brothers Metal Works in Illinois, and one day he cut a dome-shaped buoy, a metal buoy in half, tack welded 3 legs on it, used the other half of the buoy as a lid, and the modern-day barbecue grill was born. Ever heard of Weber Grills?
Oh, yeah.
Weber Brothers Metal Works. It all came from there. Now, some people, John, say we should give credit to Ellsworth Zoyer. Yes, the Ellsworth Zoyer.
No clue who that is.
Me neither. Before I did some research. He patented a design for charcoal, briquettes specifically.
Okay.
In 1897. However, there's a dispute because many credit the charcoal briquette to Henry Ford. Yes, the guy who created the Model T and the Ford Motor Company.
Yeah.
See, he was looking for ways to reuse wood scraps and sawdust from the Ford motor plant. So he would create a new company called Kingsford, and they would make charcoal briquettes.
Okay. Nice.
All right. In the 1960s, along would come a guy by the name of Melton Lancaster and William Wepfer. Two dudes who worked for the Arkansas and Louisiana Gas Company. You see where this is going?
I got a feeling.
Yeah, it's coming down Main Street. A new grill that would run on what Hank Hill describes as clean burning propane. All right. The birth of the gas grill in the 1960s. By the 1980s, another advancement would come in grill technology from a guy named Bill Best. Now, you would think with a name like Best, maybe he made barbecue sauce or something like that.
Yeah.
No, he added ceramic burners to the gas grill, ensuring that your burgers, brisket, and beef cooked evenly, and it locked in all those juices. But by the 90s, we were kind of tired of the juices.
I'm still
or at
not.
least some were. Well, it's obvious. It's really obvious that you don't worry about the juices.
No, sir.
But in the 1990s, along came the champ, a guy you may have heard of named George Foreman.
The Foreman grill.
There was now a grill for health-conscious 90s society. All right? It cooked from the top, it cooked from the bottom, and it allowed all the fat to drain off. Here's a clue. John doesn't have one.
Hey, the fat's the best part.
Right, I know. The champ is said today. The champ is said today to be worth over $300 million. But it has nothing to do with boxing. He just sold a crap ton of George Foreman grills.
That is a lot of grills.
So today we have smokers and grills that run on wood pellets. And, well, when the 4th of July rolls around and your crazy Uncle Louie stops by and starts throwing gasoline on stuff saying, you want to eat, you want to eat, you want to eat? Well, you can thank all of these guys for making it more efficient, safer, faster, and more delicious. The forefathers of the modern day barbecue on Manventions.
I'm going to start this off.
I love this.
I love this. Looking forward to this.
I love this. We're going to play a game tonight. You can play along. You can enter a comment enter your answers in the chat if you like. Okay. And we're going to play Are You Smarter Than Baby Huey? Yes. Independence
Why do you call
Day.
me Baby Huey? You've been calling me that for years.
I know. There's a cartoon.
I know who he
when
is.
I was a kid. Yeah, Baby Huey on the cartoons. It's just who you remind me of. You know? We are going to play Are You Smarter Than Baby Huey? Independence Day edition. All right. John, we're going to ask you 10 multiple choice questions. Okay?
Okay.
And as you're watching tonight, you can enter an answer in the comments and try and help John out because I guarantee he's going to need some help. Okay?
I'm going to need a drink.
That's just all there's to it. All right? Are you ready?
No. Yes, sir.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Question number 1 on Are You Smarter Than Baby Huey? The committee formed to draft the Declaration of Independence was headed by whom? Was it A, George Washington, B, Thomas Jefferson, or C, James Madison? B, Thomas Jefferson is correct. Whoa! Wow.
Nice.
I didn't think you were going to get any of these right.
I'm a pretty good history buff.
Question number 2. Independence Day was first celebrated in what city? Was it A, Boston, B, Washington, D.C., or C, Philadelphia?
I'm going to go with Philadelphia because that's where it was signed.
Wow! Correct! Holy cow.
You threw the Boston
See,
here.
I always go around telling people he's a big dumb animal, and he just got 2 questions right out of the chute. I can't believe it. All right. Question number 3. If you get all these right, I'll pass out. I will. That's all there's to it. On what day in 1776 did the Continental Congress vote for independence? Was it July 6th, July 4th, or July 2nd?
Oh. We ratified on the 4th. God, I want to say the 2nd. I'm going to go with 2nd. It feels right. It's because it wasn't the 4th. The 4th. Yes.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Would you like to phone a friend?
I have nobody to call.
Shall we poll the audience? Sorry, wrong game show. July 2nd is correct. Holy cow.
It felt right.
I did. He has no idea what questions I'm going to ask him, and
I asked. He wouldn't tell me. I thought they're gonna be a lot worse than this. Like
question number 4.
Oh God.
Question. There's no way you're getting this one right. There is no way you're getting this right. Question number 4. Are you smarter than Baby Huey? In what year did the U.S. Congress declare the 4th of July a national holiday?
Oh.
Was it 1777, 1865, or 1870?
'65 was the end of the Civil War. 77 was the first year after independence. I'm going with C.
C, 1870?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't believe
it. Well, I mean, you give me like historical facts here. 65 was the end of the Civil War. 77 was the first year ever. Come on.
Later on. Listen, here's the deal. Later on, we're going to do beers on tap, but I can't wait.
I'll stick with whiskey.
Yes, in 1870, Congress made July 4th a federal holiday, but in 1941, the provision was expanded to grant a paid holiday to all federal employees. All right?
Correct. That's correct.
All right. Question 5. We're after this, we're halfway home. All right? Oh. I cannot believe you got the first 4 questions right. How many presidents have died on the 4th of July?
Oh, shit.
1, 2, or 3?
Died on the 4th of July. Okay.
Yeah, you want me to get the calendar out while you're thinking?
No. I'm just trying to visualize all the presidents who've died in my head.
All of this brain power you're using. Do you have smoke detectors in your house? I'm just fresh batteries.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 2. I don't know this
2. Incorrect. Oh, thank you, God.
Oh.
3 is the correct answer.
3. Who are they?
Yeah, a lot of people know that Thomas Jefferson and John Adams both died on the same day exactly, July 4th, 1826. But it is less well known that James Monroe died on July 4th, 1831. By the way, not a signer of the Declaration of Independence. James Monroe, however, is considered a founding father. So
that is correct.
That's where we go. All right, question number 6. Which of these major battle victories occurred on Independence Day? A, the British surrendered to Washington at Saratoga.
No.
B, Jackson defeated the British near New Orleans. Or C, Grant broke Confederate resistance at Vicksburg.
Why couldn't this be World War II history? I'm guessing on this one. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
I'm gonna go with B.
B.
Yep.
Jackson defeated the British near New Orleans.
Yeah.
No, incorrect.
That's 2. Damn.
Grant broke Confederate resistance at Vicksburg is the correct answer. July 4th, 1863.
Okay.
All right, question number 7. Who was the first person to sign the Declaration of Independence?
Well, we all know John Hancock's the biggest one on there, but it was not him.
Was it George Washington?
No.
Thomas Jefferson?
No.
Or John Hancock?
Technically, John Hancock.
Correct. Yes, John Hancock signed first as the president of the Continental Congress. And he said, and I quote, "I signed big enough so Fat George didn't need his reading glasses to read it."
Yep.
Referring to the king. All right. Question number 8. How many times does the proper term United States appear in the Declaration of Independence? 0, 1, or 2?
0.
0.
0.
You are correct. There are 2. Actually, you know what? I got to throw a flag on the field. I don't have a yellow flag, so I'll just wave this one.
America.
I botched that question. The question should have been, how many times does the proper term United States of America appear in the Declaration of Independence? The correct answer is 0. There are 2 mentions of United States. At the beginning, the Declaration says the unanimous declaration of 13 United States. And near the end, it says, "We therefore, the representatives of the United States," but nowhere does it say the United States of America.
That is correct. I knew that.
There you go. All right, question number 9. What slave owner objected to leaving out of the Declaration of Independence a criticism of the British slave trade? Was it George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, or Edward Rutledge?
Mr. Rutledge for the answer.
No, that's not correct.
Damn. I was guessing.
Edward Rutledge was the delegate from South Carolina. And yes, Thomas Jefferson objected to the British slave trade and actually wrote many, many pieces in the original draft of the Declaration. It was removed.
Gotcha.
All right. So there's 9 questions. Our
6
final
right,
question.
3 wrong.
Who was the oldest signer of the Declaration of Independence? Was it Sir Stephen Hopkins, John Adams, or Benjamin Franklin?
Oh. My gut says John Adams, but I'm gonna go with I'm going Adams. Screw it. Oh, wait. I knew as soon as I said it.
Benjamin Franklin was
Yeah.
the oldest signer of the Declaration of Independence. In fact, during the Continental Congress, he had gout so bad they were carrying him in and out of the Congress Hall. And it was not a pretty sight. All right.
Okay.
Here's the deal. You got how many right out of 10?
6.
6. So you did not pass. So we have a bonus question. We have a bonus question. 60% is not passing. Okay. All right.
It is where I went to school.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So here's the deal. We have a bonus question. If you get this right, we'll allow you to erase one of your wrong answers, which would give you a 70. And Ferris Bueller, that's a C.
Fair.
All right?
Fair.
All right. Bonus question. What are the first words in the Declaration of Independence? Are they A, we hold these truths to be self-evident? Is it
right.
B, when in the course of human events? Or is it C, governments are instituted among men? What are the first words of the Declaration of Independence?
A. Definitely is A. No way.
No. It is B. When in the course of human events are the first words of the Declaration of Independence. Yes, that's right.
I'm looking it up.
Okay, you go look it up. Look it up. Look up the text of the Declaration of Independence. Go ahead. Go ahead and do it.
Words of the Declaration of Independence.
Yep.
We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal and that endowed by their Creator. Okay. Well, that's what it says here.
No.
When in the course of human events. Yes, you're right.
Yes, there you go.
I just looked down further.
It becomes necessary. Yep. See?
Dumbass.
Okay. I'm always right. So you got a 60%. You did not. And we're wondering how you did against Baby Huey. Let us know in the comments how many you got right out of 10. And that's Are You Smarter Than Baby Huey on the Alpha Men podcast.
John's manly meme of the week.
All right. Well, after that embarrassing moment in my life, I'm gonna have to find some questions for you. I was hoping to
don't ask me anything about the Constitution. Look, I got to be honest. You were on a roll.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You were on a roll.
Yeah, I started guessing toward the end.
I never in a million years would have guessed that you would have gotten the first what? What'd you get? The first 4 out of the box, right?
Yeah. Well, those are pretty easy.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty good history buff, believe it or not.
All right, let's get to the manly meme.
It's manly. It's America. It just describes us as Americans. I mean, it's not as good as last week's, but you know.
Okay, let's take a look.
Pretty much showing England.
There you go. Have fun at work today, England. I like it.
As John Wade started off one time saying, I have the audio clip. It's only about 8 seconds.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
For the verdict, this is Man Court. All rise. The sometimes Honorable TJ Michaels presiding.
Today's docket number is 070423, the case of the Karen. And The case of the Karen comes to us from a guy named Jared in High Point, North Carolina, who writes, "Hey, Jon and TJ, I caught the Alpha Men podcast last week and saw Man Court. I kind of have something going on. I'm hoping you can help. I hope you see this email and will consider putting it to the freak jury and sharing my problem on Man Court. Jared, High Point, North Carolina." All right. Here's what Jared writes. "Hey, Jon and TJ, I have new neighbors that moved in a few weeks ago. They are big fans of the 4th of July and 4th of July fireworks because today is July 2nd, and they've been lighting off fireworks since yesterday. They don't stop until midnight. It's driving me and my husband and kids, or me and my wife and my kids crazy. I want to call the cops on them, but my 12-year-old daughter told me I was being a Karen if I called the cops. Listen, I'm a man, and I hate nothing more than being called a Karen. But shouldn't they wait till the 4th to light off fireworks? I'm afraid this is going to go on all summer long. What do you think I should do?" If you've got advice for Jared, you can chime in and comment in the comments section, wherever you may be watching, on Twitch, on YouTube, on Rumble, or Facebook Live. But, Jon, what do you think?
Karen. Definitely Karen. I mean, it's July 4th. I mean, if you're starting to shoot off like February and every day, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my neighbor has a cannon.
Mm-hmm.
And they shoot the cannon.
My brother has one. My brother has one. He's a welder. He built it. He made it himself.
Awesome. Yeah.
And
they shoot cannons and fireworks. I mean, we shoot guns. But, I mean, come on. July 2nd. It's July 4th. Or July 4th weekend.
You know, the funny thing is you know that I have animals in my house. And you know that I love dogs and, the whole 9 yards. Many municipalities across the country are moving away from regular old-fashioned fireworks in favor of drone shows. What?
Those are cool, but not America.
They're cool, but I don't know that it's 4th of July cool. You know, 4th of July is fireworks. And I don't want to hear from the animal people who take themselves and their animals way, way too seriously. Like, look, I love animals. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But there are people out there who are like, they're shooting fireworks off again, and it hurts my dog's ears. And like, oh, okay. All right. So we won't have fireworks because of your dog. Give me a break.
I respect, like you said, I respect that. I mean, the animal thing. But it's July 4th. I mean, America's going to be here a lot longer than that dog or cat's going to be.
Here's the deal, Jared. Are you communist? Are you like some pinko communist? I'm just asking. It's the 4th of July. You know, wave the flag, shoot the fireworks off, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
You know what? They're not going to shoot fireworks much past the first week of July. Let them have it. You know what? Goes on till midnight. Maybe you go out and join them. I don't know.
Have a beer. Grill them.
Absolutely.
I mean,
and listen, you shouldn't be going to bed at 9:30 anyway. Yeah. I mean, that's just the way it is. Have some fun. Let them shoot their fireworks off. Quit being a stick in the mud. Just saying. That's the verdict.
God bless America.
That's it.
This is America.
America. America.
America kicks the ass out of every other country.
On this 4th of July, we are all American. We're patriotic. We have the freedom to barbecue and to go camping and to get together with friends and family, eat and drink as much as we want, blow things up with fireworks, some cases in states with illegal fireworks. But that freedom, however, does come at a cost. And the truth of the matter is freedom is never free. Jon and I, on this July 4th, do want to tackle kind of a heavy subject and let you know that there is something you can do to help our vets. We'd like to welcome to the Alpha Men podcast Brian and Kendra Ward, who lead the Forward Project. Our military vets are in crisis. The statistical average is what, 22 every day of our nation's finest commit suicide. I know John lost his very best friend and a friend of mine as well, Christopher Dexter, on June 25th of 2013. And Brian and Kendra, you created the Forward Project after you too lost your son, Eric, on August the 22nd of 2016. Tell us about Eric.
Eric was a really good person. He had a really good heart, and he did a lot of community service, and that's what we're looking to keep happening through our efforts. He was a lot of fun. He was kind of a quiet person, but when he felt comfortable around you, he was the life of the party, and we hear that more and more from friends.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, very good at sports, just kind of a good all-around person, and did a lot of things just to help people. Besides the official community service that he was involved in through Team Leadership Corps, he also just did a lot of things on his own. He just wanted to help people. And we heard from a lot of people after he passed about how he helped them. And, you know, the guys in basic training who said he was the one who told them never to quit, keep going, or maybe stood in for them when maybe they were a smaller guy and a bigger guy was picking on them. And he was there for everybody, and had some things that he couldn't deal with for himself.
I really can't imagine the pain. I have 3 daughters of losing a child, but you and your family, along with Eric's fellow servicemen and friends, have really turned it into something that would make Eric proud, right? The Forward Project. Tell us how it all came together for you guys.
Well, it started out with we had some family and friends that were hosting benefits for us, and the very first benefit we actually had a rock painting event there, and all the kids got into it, and a few of the adults did too, and that kind of became a reoccurring theme. We ended up doing 3 benefits total, and then from there it was just it kind of blossomed into something bigger. And she had posted a video on TikTok in, what year was that?
2020.
That's when I met you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that video just went viral like crazy, and people started emailing us and messaging us and asking what they could do to be involved. How could they get a rock? And it just it snowballed from there.
Let's talk about the rocks a little bit. For people who don't know, the Forward Project puts together rocks that people can purchase online, and then people they place them in different places. And if you find one, you pick it up and then you place it somewhere else, and it helps spread this message that our vets really do need our help.
Absolutely, yeah. It started as we just didn't want Eric to be forgotten, and we didn't want people to refer to him as that guy that killed himself. And
Sure.
Those 2 things were really important to us. So we started hiding the rocks just kind of as a therapy for ourselves. As we were going places around town, and then when we did take a trip together with our daughter just to try to get away when the holidays were too stressful, it was a way for us to take Eric with us and then leave a mark of him somewhere else. And so some friends started doing it. Some family started doing it. They'd take a trip and say, hey, I'm going here or there. Can I take a rock with me too? And, so we were doing that, and then trying to do some fundraiser type things for veterans causes and the local Humane Society, because Eric was a a big animal lover.
Huge animal lover, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
His German Shepherd just passed away this last fall, but we still have his 17-year-old cat. So
18 now.
Oh, 18, yes,
Yeah.
18. So yes.
Wow.
So
I don't know if you noticed, mine just walked through the frame
yes.
here.
Yes, ours is a black cat too. So yes,
doesn't want to have anything to do with me when I'm not on camera, but I get on
Yeah.
camera. He's a show cat. I don't know. John, you have a rock, right? Do you have one right there?
I do.
There you go.
That
there
is
it is.
one of
That's
our earlier rocks. And
Yes,
you
it
can
is.
tell.
It's actually the first
Yes.
rock you ever sent me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very,
John,
very cool.
I've kept this one just because it was the first one you sent me. You sent me two.
Listen, we talk about the statistic of 22 a day, which is obviously 22 too many. What does need to be done for our vets in this situation? Is it more counseling? Is it what is it?
I think that there needs to be a change in attitude to start with. And attitude changes when people become more aware and are educated.
Mm-hmm.
So prior to losing Eric, I thought that I didn't know anybody who had attempted to take their own life or even had a family member that did. I didn't consciously think about it and didn't talk about it with people. I mean, why would you want to talk about that? That it just seems like such a negative topic. And, a lot of people have misconceptions about it. And after Eric died, people were approaching me left and right about their brother or their mother or their cousin or their friend or maybe even themselves had made an attempt or successfully completed it. And it made me realize how it affects so many people, but many people are just not willing or not able or scared to talk about it. So
feel they can't.
They can't, and that could be from shame. That could be from embarrassment. It could be from maybe a religious source that how they feel about it. And, there's probably 100 other reasons, but if it's something that feels taboo or inappropriate to talk about, then people probably don't know a lot about it. And when it becomes personal for yourself or someone then you start to learn more about it. And as people learn more about it, it can change. We start in the military. We're both Army veterans as well. And, there's a lot of
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. There's a lot of, attitude in the military of suck it up and drive on. And, yes, that is a needed attitude in many circumstances. But, we've heard stories of people who have expressed mental health issues and it affects their future. It affects their promotions. It affects even maybe their ability to remain in the military from their career all the way back to just simply how people treat them. So it's easy to hide. If you had a broken leg, people wouldn't expect you just to still walk around with it broken and do nothing about it.
And you're right, because the attitude a lot of times has been one of, hey, I'm a guy, I can handle it, or I'm a soldier, I can handle it. And even all the way back to Vietnam, a lot of the guys that came back from Vietnam didn't want to talk about it. And a lot of people who have been in horrific, very stressful situations sometimes don't want to talk about it. But I guess the answer probably is to always be there and willing to listen when they're ready to talk about it.
And giving them the opportunity to talk about it. That's one of the biggest things, because for so long, that stigma has been there. You don't talk about those things.
If I wanted to get a rock, I would just, there's a website I can go to.
Yeah, our website is 4 wardproject.com. And we have Eric's story on there and other information about what we do with the proceeds. We like to donate to quality causes that help veterans, but also we like to donate to some things that Eric supported. especially animal welfare, just again, because he was such a big animal lover.
Is there a way to personalize rocks?
There are, yeah, absolutely. We have a laser engraver, so that's how we make the rocks. They're not painted on. A lot of people think that the design that Jon showed is painted on, but it's laser engraved. And yeah, we can customize, put messages on them,
and we number them.
Yes, that's the new thing. That's how we knew Jon's rock was an older rock. We number them now, so you can track your rock, and we have a spreadsheet on our website that shows the places that they've been, as long as people post it on social media to let us know where they're hiding them.
And that's really the key. That's what keeps this message going, is
Yes.
The social interaction with hiding the rocks. Tell me about some of the causes that you've helped so far with regard to the veterans.
Oh, there's quite a few.
Yeah.
I think our very first one was the equine therapy, correct?
Yep.
Boots to Grasses Equine Therapy. They were our first one for our benefit. And then we had the dog one, Wags
for Warriors.
Wags for Warriors. Yep. Was our second one. And who did we designate on the third? Was it Waypoint?
No, we stopped after that.
Oh, that's right.
And then, we've donated a lot to Waypoint Vets, and
they brought you some good trips.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've seen some of the stuff they do with the veterans. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they take veterans on free outdoor adventures and mountain climbing, canyoneering, hiking. They're starting to diversify now too. That organization is only 4 years old, so but they've taken off, and it's a wonderful, wonderful organization. We were lucky enough to be able to go on a canyoneering trip in Arizona, and it was amazing.
There are some celebrities that have gotten some rocks. I mean, like Robert Patrick and I don't know, the guy from Poison, right? Brett Michaels.
Yeah. Yep. Travis Pastrana, if you're into racing at all. Yeah.
I forgot about Travis.
No, yeah, we're kind of into racing. Just a little bit.
Martin Truex Jr.
Yes.
Well, the website is forwardproject.com. And guys, thank you so much for spending a couple of minutes with us on this July 4th. And we're going to let you get back to your camping. And hopefully people will go and check out the website and buy a rock and keep this message and keep Eric's memory going forward.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate
it.
Thank you guys again.
Obviously, a very important cause. We want to thank Brian and Kendra from the 4 Ward Project for joining us on this July 4th on the Alpha Men podcast.
Thank you, guys. Thank you again.
Who needs a foot in the ass? The Alpha Men podcast presents
My foot into this thing called your ass.
the Red Foreman Awards.
You dumbass.
And the Red Foreman Awards hands out awards to the biggest idiots, dolts, morons of the week. And first one, Jon, we need to tell you about is 23-year-old Eric Gutierrez. Yes, he is our first recipient of a Red Foreman Award. And, well, why? Because he actually built a casino out of $1 million posing as an employee. All right?
Okay.
He's allegedly pretending to be a casino owner. He pulled a $1 million heist over on a Las Vegas casino. He's been officially charged with theft over $100K after authorities accused him of convincing casino employees to give him the money for fire safety equipment. He told them he was the owner, the cage supervisor of the Circa Hotel. Wait, let me go backwards a second. The former cage supervisor of the Circa Hotel and Casino brought the alleged scammer the money in 4 installments that totaled $1,170,000.
Wow.
The supervisor also believed she was meeting with the fake hotel owner's attorney.
Oh.
So I think we have 2 awards here. One for 23-year-old Eric Gutierrez, who pulled it off, and 2 for the woman who gave him the money.
That's a double.
Dumbass.
2 dumbasses.
Next, we get to an influencer on Twitch known as Amaranth, who says she's making $2 million per month, letting viewers watch her sleep.
I couldn't pull up a slide for that.
We will pay money for anything. During an interview, she noted people will pay money to wake up male Twitchers with loud noises. But for Amaranth, it's all about the voyeurism. People are paying her, and she's netting $2 million a month.
She has
for just
6
sleeping.
million.
John, we got
on
a
her
camera
Twitch.
in your bedroom.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean,
yeah, the wife will love that.
Our next Red Foreman Award goes to the U.S. government. Yes, and the scammers who stole COVID money. How much? Well, an estimated $80 billion. Yeah, here's the story. During the pandemic, the Paycheck Protection Program, designed to give COVID relief to businesses, was built by scammers for an estimated $80 billion. According to a House committee report, it rips into financial technology companies for facilitating the taxpayer ripoff. Reportedly, scammers were able to create fake identities with doll faces and other figurines. And they used phony accounts to pull off the scams. So these companies called fintechs sold themselves as kind of computer savvy middlemen who could help get government money from approved lenders into the hands of the small business owners.
Yeah, I was part of that.
And the fintechs said their AI software would be automatically checking applicants' picture IDs uploaded to the PPP application portals. Well, scammers uploaded Barbie and Ken doll faces, even wax figures.
Oh my God.
Got their hands on the cash.
That is genius.
80 billion with a B.
That is how? I mean, I get it. What you also, it was probably a computer looking at these images and stuff. It wasn't like Joe Schmo looking at it because
what they did was they said, "Oh yeah, we got this AI technology that won't allow any fraud whatsoever."
Well, guess what? There
Dumbass.
didn't work.
There was fraud. Final Red Foreman Award this week, according to the Smoking Gun, comes from Minnesota. A Minnesota man is behind bars following an unprovoked Skittles attack. Yes, an unprovoked Skittles attack on restaurant patrons' employees, according to the police report. Investigators say 19-year-old Tristan Statina walked into the Mankato Eatery in Minnesota one Friday afternoon and just began to throw Skittles at employees and customers. A woman identified as victim number 1 in court filing told police that she was hit in the back with a Skittle. It caused a stinging pain.
What the hell? The stuff you
Upon
find.
arriving at the restaurant, a cop noticed Skittles all over the ground and a bag of Skittles near the garbage. The suspect, victim number 1, told police, had a heart-shaped tattoo under his eye and another tattoo on the other side of his face. Shouldn't be hard to find, should he? Just saying.
He's colorful like Skittles.
Yeah. Based on the description provided by the women, police knew the male to be Tristan Statina. And after locating him at nearby business, the teen allegedly pulled away in an attempt to break free from officers yelling, "Taste the rainbow!" No, actually, he didn't say that.
Wasn't ready for that.
He tried to flee from officers as they were trying to place him in handcuffs. Tatina is eventually subdued by 3 officers and charged with a misdemeanor assault for alleged Skittles fusillade. Wow.
That's a colorful weapon.
Skittles fusillade? What are you in for? Well,
walking through the yard. Just taste the rainbow. What are you going to do?
Dude, when I was a kid, I used to go to this theater in Watsontown, Pennsylvania, the Watson Theater, and we used to throw the black juju beads at people, you know?
Yeah.
Because no one wanted to eat them.
So, well, obviously Skittles sting.
But this kid's bringing it to another level.
He's colorful.
I can't do this anymore. He needs a foot in the ass, and I need a drink.
You'll have a classic case of foot stuck in ass.
Well, it's time for my favorite part of the show.
Man, I never thought this segment would get here. Beers on tap, and this week we have in the spotlight Sam Adams Summer Ale. It's July 4th.
You can't see it. It says cheers.
There you go. You've already opened yours?
Yeah, I use my ring. You use a bottle opener. I just use my hands.
Yeah. Well, truth be told, this is my second one, but okay. Mine says cheers too.
Cheers.
So there we go. Sam Adams from the Boston Beer Company. You'll find it wherever you buy beverages. And, well, it is a summer citrus wheat ale. And here's what they say about it. A blend of citrus of orange, lemon, and lime peel. Sam Adams balances this zest with a touch of spice from Grains of Paradise, a rare pepper from West Africa. That sounds interesting, right? And an aphrodisiac, because what's summer with a little spice? Am I right? Am I right? That's right. Anyway, Sam's Summer Ale is perfect for ditching the hustle and turning any summer day into a summer Friday. And the Summer Ale Citrus Wheat Ale, 5.3% ABV. The IBUs are 8. It uses the Halerta Middle Fruit Noble Hop and the Sam Adams Ale Yeast and Sam Adams 2-row Pale Malt Blend. They call it a Golden Hazy Beer. And you know what? It's available 6-pack, 12-pack, 24-pack, kegs, 12-pack, 16-ounce cans, bottles.
It's not bad.
This is a 6-pack bottle. So I haven't even had it yet.
Oh, well, I did. I'm waiting. You kept talking. I wanted a drink.
Said. It's actually my second one. But all right, here we go.
I definitely taste the peel and a little spice.
Yeah, you do taste the citrus in it.
Yeah.
It's got a very citrus, but it's real easy drinking. I mean, it's not not like
heavy.
It's not a real harsh IPA type beer. It's an ale, and it's really easy drinking. I like it.
I don't mind it. I'm not a big Sam Adams guy over the time, but they do have some good beers to come out once in a while for me to like. But yeah,
I like Oktoberfest. I like regular Sam, Boston Lager.
Yep. I'm on a scale of 1 to 10. I'll give it a solid 8, 7, 7.5, 7.5.
I'd probably say 7.5, 8 too. It's a respectable beer. Beers on tap this week on the Alpha Men podcast.
I like that music. It's time for some real fake news.
I'm telling you what, you are getting quizzed this week, John Stacy.
Oh, another one?
Real or fake news? New segment we're going to do this week, and I have got 3 stories in front of you. I've got the headlines to those stories, and I'm going to read you the headlines. I want you to tell me which of these stories is real. Only one of them is. Okay?
Okay. I can do that.
So, real or fake news? Headline number 1. Body mod enthusiast has surgery to implant real unicorn tail on backside. Okay.
Why? Okay, I'm listening.
Headline number 2. TikTok has internet divided over frosting stuffed olives. Okay.
Well, crap. I don't know. I like olives. I like frosting.
Are you pregnant?
No, I'm just fat.
Okay. And finally, husband and wife travel the world entering best beard competitions. So you got
and wife?
Husband and wife travel world entering best beard competitions. So you have body mod enthusiast who gets real unicorn tail. You have frosting stuffed olives, or you have husband and wife competing in best beard competitions. Which story is real and which story are fake news?
Well, unicorn sounds like something somebody would do in America. The olives, I can see everybody fights about everything online. So olives and frosting, which is a weird combination.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go try it, I think. And and the beard one. I'm gonna go with the real. So I have to pick the real one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I'm going with the unicorn because I want to hear the story.
Fake news. That's as Trump would say. That is fake news. All right. Okay. So nope, that is not the real story. You want to take another stab?
The beard.
Husband and wife travel world entering best beard competitions. Ding, 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 ding. That is the real story. Do we have a photo? Can we share the photo first? Oh my.
This is the first time I've seen this photo.
Yes.
Holy
a South Carolina couple has made a name for themselves by traveling the world competing in facial hair contests. Aaron and Natalie Johnson have racked up 170 competitions between them and find the common interest to be a great way to have fun and bond. She needs to shave.
How does she grow a beard like that?
You ever been to the circus?
Yeah, but still.
It happens. There are women that
I'm jealous.
A shadow. All right. While Aaron generally competes in the goatee category, Natalie enters the realistic freestyle competition, which allows her to make whimsical, voluminous beards from scratch with everything. Oh, it's not real. You're right. Holy cow.
I was like, wow. I was impressed.
I feel so much better now. Woo! I thought that was real.
You had me convinced it was real. I was like, oh my God.
It looked real to me. Here's the deal. She makes her beards from everything from cutlery to bacon, and then attaches it to her face. In her latest competition, Natalie even took home the top prize, while Aaron came in second. And this just ain't a hair-raising hobby. The two now compete full-time.
That's insane. I'm glad it's not real.
I'm so glad that's not real. I was looking at that
she's
picture.
fairly attractive in that picture. Without the beard. Hold on. Pull the beard up. But, wow.
I can't get past the facial hair.
It's impressive.
I'm sure she's a wonderful woman. And
I hope so.
I'm sure without the beard, she's probably a very attractive woman too. But she's got to get that crap off her face. It's disturbing.
It is.
It's just disturbing.
There's nothing more manly than motorsports. These are Jon's red flag moments.
Well, here's another one.
All right, you're up, Hoss. You tell me, what's your red flag moment tonight?
Well, first I want to discuss something NASCAR. This is not NASCAR, which y'all expect to be NASCAR because I work for NASCAR. There you go, TJ. Can you see it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a wild one. That's a hard hit. That was
what did they say? And he walked away.
He did walk away. He's got a fill-in driver for him. He's a little hurt, but he's not hurt badly. But it was a pretty intense crash there last week.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that thing barrel roll.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
NASCAR in Chicago. What'd you think of it?
I know NASCAR is doing all kinds of things to change the sport up, to bring it to a new audience, to grow the audience. And they're trying all kinds of things. I do note that NASCAR fans are never happy with any change whatsoever.
God, no. One of the most whiniest people, but I love them. But yes.
So, we did the race at the Coliseum.
Yep.
And I like it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the Busch Clash at the Coliseum. I like it. There are people who don't. And then we did the Bristol Dirt Race. And as an old dirt racer from way back, I worked on a late model dirt race team in my teens and early 20s at Selinsgrove Speedway and Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania, Lock Haven Speedway in Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. Selinsgrove's now asphalt, but Lock Haven was dirt track. And my brothers and I helped a guy by the name of Jeff Brame. Okay. And he raced dirt track late model. And I took tire temps and changed gears and the whole 9 yards.
You actually got dirty.
I know people aren't fans of the Bristol dirt track race. And I got to say, first year it was rough. They didn't have the camera stuff figured out.
That's correct.
See the race.
Yeah, I tried being there. I was there.
They've gotten better at it. I don't know that the dirt race is going to hang around or if that's going to be something on the schedule in the future.
It's off. It's off for at least for the schedule for now.
And then we get to the road course or the street race in Chicago, which when it was announced, I went, all right, NASCAR, put down the booze. All right.
We said the same thing.
I'm like, are you out of your mind? And, I was expecting to see the drivers wearing flak jackets yesterday.
Yeah.
And it wasn't without problems. I mean, I know 2 weeks ago, the folks in Daytona shipped all kinds of stuff to Chicago for the race, preliminary items, and a whole crap ton of it got stolen.
Yep.
And I was like, I saw that one coming.
That is correct.
You know? And then was Saturday night, a bunch of cars got onto the track. And at least one of them tried to do a hot lap. And I think
20-something cars got out there between
but most of them were like old people who were lost, right?
That's what I heard. I know the guy with the Corvette, a yellow Corvette, he's the one that tried to actually race the course. It didn't turn out well.
He tried to do a hot lap with it, which
he got arrested.
They shut him down pretty quick. I watched the race yesterday. I expected a disaster, and the weather was not NASCAR's friend this weekend.
Ungodly amount of water.
Unbelievable. And I got to be honest. All in all, they did a hell of a job. It was an exciting race to watch. It was different. It was fun.
Unpredictable.
It was unpredictable. Look, I mean, when you see Kyle Busch fly into the tire barriers on lap 3.
Yeah.
You know these guys are being challenged.
And then he backs out and finishes the race.
Right. Yeah.
I mean it was.
You know these guys. We throw around all the time. Greatest drivers in the world. Yada 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 yada, and they are. But you know what? They were challenged yesterday, man.
God, yeah.
There was It wasn't like New Hampshire riding around for 300 laps. It was.
No.
You got to be on your toes and hit your marks, and
even
if you do everything right,
then the big
you
thing,
still may not stick in the corner.
SVG comes in and wins it.
Yeah,
guy from New Zealand.
Yeah,
never raced a cup. He freaking
wins
wins
his name
it.
again?
Oh, Shane Van.
Yeah, Shane Van Hamburger.
Hamburger. Okay, Joey Logano.
Joey Logano called him Shane Van Hamburger.
Yeah,
because he didn't
That's
know his
impressive.
name.
I mean, he passed Justin Haley, passed him twice. It was great.
But he has a lot of street circuit experience, right? I mean, he's kind of a ringer.
He's a couple-time champion. He's won like 80 races in street racing. I mean,
right.
He's got the experience, but he's never been in our car. But I heard their cars and our cars are very similar. Just but who knows?
No, I watched it, and at the end of it, I went, that was a fun race. That was actually, it was probably the funnest race all year to watch.
Yes. I mean, like I've been part of all the big turning points so far, Los Angeles, Bristol Dirt, North Wilkesboro was great to go. It was a boring race, but it was great to see and be part of. And I had a chance to take off the July 4th weekend, so first time in 23 years of racing. I said, I don't want to go to Chicago. I'm kind of glad I didn't go because it was so wet, but I kind of wish I went now just to be part of that whole history.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hey, the new Indiana Jones movie's in theaters this weekend. No, it's bombing.
Is it? Oh.
Because why? Because Disney took it over, and because they got to turn everything into some woke, weird bull crap.
So Harrison Ford has bombed out. That stinks.
Here's the deal. Evidently, Indiana spends the entire movie looking for new pronouns. No, that's not true. See, I just don't. I don't have any desire to go see. After I saw what Disney did to the Star Wars franchise, and I love Indiana Jones, I can't bring myself to do it.
Yeah,
I just can't. And look,
it comes out.
I get the whole girl power thing. I'm not against girl power. I raised 3 girls. I love girl power. But find your own girl power. Don't turn Indiana Jones into something it's not, Give me a break.
I absolutely agree.
Listen, we want to thank Brian and Kendra from the 4 Ward Project for joining us tonight. And we want to wish you a happy 4th of July. Patriotism and the holidays, they go hand in hand. Firing up the barbecue, striking up the brass band, picnics down by the lakeside. It's all pretty grand, though we'd all rather be known for our love of this land. Happy
God bless
4th of
America.
July.
We, as Americans, have the capacity now, as we've had in the past, to do whatever needs to be done to preserve this last and greatest bastion of freedom.